do you think that switching back to at least a hybrid system will reduce the vote buying, perhaps? You really believe in fully automated elections?
Well, some people who say na vote buying is more prevalent now because people cannot hack into the system, so they go retail, no.
Right.
I have some concerns about a hybrid election system, especially in implementation of that system in the Philippines. I think if you're going to do that, it's better to go back to manual, which I don't.
Fully manual?
As compared to hybrid. So the choice is either go automated, what we have now, just make sure that you don't commit the same mistakes and make sure you plan out better and work harder to make sure that you'll have less problems in 2022, or you go back to manual, which again I don't subscribe to. I as a field official of Comelec, I was assigned in all over the Philippines. Manual is terrible from election management point of view.
I think we all agree.
But
it's the hybrid that has promise, at least to some people, because doon, makikita mo talaga yung bilangan, makikita mo talaga kung ano yung boto. So, tapos, mababawasan nga yung vote buying creativity or ingenuity, whatever, diba?
Unfortunately, I have to disagree because I looked at the system, maraming lusot eh. Maraming lusot talaga, as in, there are many holes in the system that can be avenues for fraud as compared to the system we have now. I don't want to discuss it because I know you, but personally, this is my opinion, that it's either we have the automated elections, we just have it much better. And that's it. I don't think it's even good to go back to manual.
It goes to the same principle, diba, that we've been discussing with. We've started interviewing some of the winners in the local governments, and one principle that they've cited is, one basic principle in fighting any corruption in any process is just reduce the number of people and man-to-man interface. And so it's the same thing, diba? The more you go high-tech, the less people there are to bribe, basically.
There are safeguards in the system. In fact, the law requires that there should be a random manual audit of precincts. They're randomly auditing 3 clustered precincts per district now. In 2016, it was 3 clustered precincts per legislative district. In 2013, that's 2016, 2013, it was 1. The most number of precincts audited for any automated elections was 2010. We had 5 per legislative district.
And so do you think we should at least go back to more?
Yes, ma'am. In fact, what we did is, before I retired, I submitted a memo to the NBank saying that one of the things was to have more clustered precincts audited for every electoral exercise. Because it's not just to check the system, but it's also to create the perception that everything's above board, everything's okay.
Transparency.
Kasi everything, it's more transparent. The more clustered precincts you audit randomly, the better it is. The more it will appease the fears of the public. Because again, like I mentioned, it's a perception of the public. If they perceive it to be transparent, then it is. If they perceive it to be credible, then it will be.